All righty. Good afternoon and welcome to my first ever webinar. I know, pretty crazy. All right, well, let's get started. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome. Give everybody a few minutes. Everybody, just a few minutes to jump in here. Got at least one person. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. We are waiting for some people to join in the lobby. Seems to be some technical difficulties. Hang tight. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon and happy Monday, everybody. We're going to get started. So today, Monday, this class is about the overall idea of the class is that this is about creating content that generates leads and converts to deals. Hang tight 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. So generating content that wins in today's market, that generates you leads, that's what it's all about. Today is a beginner's class. So this is a 3-part webinar. Today is the beginner class. Thursday is the intermediate. And then Friday is the more advanced class. So let's get started. A little bit about me. I've been a real estate agent for the last 10 years and a broker for the last 5. I've been shooting videos my whole life since I was a kid. We love to shoot skateboarding videos and football videos. And so I've been doing it for a long time. About 5 years ago, I decided to take content seriously for my real estate business. And it's been amazing. And I'm going to share some of that with you guys today. By the end of today, you're going to know exactly what type of videos to create and how to film them with confidence, and then how to start generating conversations and clients from those videos. So let's get into it right now. Here we go. And I'll start first with a little bit about me and my credentials. So here we go. Here's the schedule again. Oh, let me go back. I got to share my screen with you guys. To share. Share the screen here. Okay. Boom. You guys should be able to see my screen now. We're in Canva, which would be good for you guys to learn how to use eventually. That will be Thursday's class. So again, today, this is the beginner's class, what to shoot and how. Thursday's the intermediate class, tech stack, scripting, plug and play, the different type of videos and editing software that we use. And then Friday, we have the advanced class. So this is the actual editing, some editing tricks that I'm going to give you guys, and some cheat codes for how to go viral. So a little bit about me here. I started this campaign of mine last year during the summer, or a little bit before, and we started with 5,000 followers. And I was averaging about 100,000 accounts reached every single month, which is a really great place to start. And you'll build up to there. But like I said, this was 5 years, so 4 years leading up to this point of me creating videos week in and week out, multiple videos, multiple different styles of videos, trying different things. I was at 5,000 followers. And then boom, 67 million views from October to January. And 0% of them were from ads, not a dollar spent. Actually, Instagram started paying me money to post. So we got 67 million views in one quarter starting last year. And that took me from 5,000 followers to today. I think we actually officially broke 100,000 followers. And we're averaging now, after that big, huge virality kind of stint that we went through, we're averaging about 3.5 million views in the last 30 days. So we did this by getting 67 million views in one quarter. So, like I said, this was 5 years of making videos. 5 years of making videos. And this started back in probably about 2020, 2021. Every year we'd get like 1 or 2 viral videos that would hit on accident. And we were averaging about 1 to 2 million views a year, which is phenomenal. That would be awesome. I know that would be life-changing for a lot of you guys. And it really made me realize the power of social media. So we were getting that, the first 5 years was sort of on accident, hits here and there. And then all of the sudden, I started to understand. The type of videos that worked. Boom, 1.56 million views. Boom, 3.2 million views. Boom, 3.6 million views. Boom, 3.9 million views. Boom, 5.3 million views. And we were just on fire, 14.2 million views. And we did it over and 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 over again. And from September of last year to September of this year, we've raked in over 200 million views on Instagram Reels alone. 200 million views. You guys could still see my screen through all of that. 200 million views. Not sure if my screen was sharing or not, but 200 million views. We did it over and over and over and over and over again. 200 million views in 1 year. I want you guys to drop in the chat. 200 million views. Do you think that would do something for your business? Do you think that would boost the amount of sales you do? $200 million views. But it wasn't the views that mattered. This video right up here got me 5.2 million views, didn't generate me a single message about real estate. But this video here, 10,000 views, generated 3 direct messages. 3 direct messages that led to people wanting to buy or sell their house with us. Now, this is a great video. Don't get me wrong. 10,000 views is awesome. I know a lot of us would be super excited to have 10,000 views, right? 10,000 views is great. Nothing wrong with 10,000 views. But here's the real metric. The views are not the metric in which we should be focused on. The views are awesome, right? Views give us authority. The views allow us to kind of sort of like that vain metric that we track. Or we're like, look at me, I got a bunch of views. But this is the real winner right here. How many conversations are we generating? How many conversations are generating? These videos here, as you can see, 3,000 views and 8,000 views, which is not bad. But these two videos here didn't generate a lot of views, but they started a conversation between myself and somebody who was in my sphere of influence about buying a home in this community, right? If you guys are familiar with Sunbridge, St. Cloud area, you know there's Craft Homes, David Weekley, and Ashton Woods are all right next to each other. And so this guy, he saw my videos, he sent me a message, and that message started a conversation that led to me selling one of Craft Homes model homes down the street, or inventory homes down the street, for 600 and something thousand. I got a 3% commission with a $20,000 bonus. These two videos right here made me $40,000 directly. And we didn't get a lot of views on these videos. Not that many views, not compared to the other videos that we have. So we need to recheck what the metric is that we really care about. Okay, so there's certain types of videos that are going to generate us views, and there's certain types of videos that are going to generate us conversations. Now, again, what I want you guys to do, write in the chat. I want to know where you're at in the video process. If you're here, I would think that you would consider yourself more of a beginner in this space. But on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you suck, you're just trying to get started in video, or 10, you feel like you're amazing and you're an expert, drop it in the chat. 1 to 10, where do you feel like you are in your career for making videos? Are you an expert, or are you brand new beginner? Next thing I want to show you guys is I want to show you the type of videos that win. Content that wins. That's what this is all about. What type of videos should we be shooting, right? Remember, today's a beginner's class for you guys who maybe think you know better. Thursday and Friday are the intermediate and advanced classes. Today's going to be very basic. I'm just going to go over with you guys the type of videos that you should be shooting to generate conversations and views, but mostly conversations. So I want to take a look at this video right here. So as you can see, there's a little TikTok watermark on this video. That's because this was one of our first videos. I started on TikTok, generated over like 20,000 followers on TikTok, 22,000 followers on TikTok. And we were one of the early adopters of this style of video. This is what you can get for 400,000 in Florida. And it was super basic. And this is where, honestly, where you guys should start. If you feel like you're a beginner, this is where you should start. So let's dissect this video a little bit. This video, I think, had like 4 million views on Facebook, had like 1.5 million views on Instagram, and I think it had, I want to say, a couple million on TikTok as well. So all in all, I want to say this video generated over 5 million views, and you're going to be surprised. This is the most basic video you've seen. So here, let's take a look at it. So, very basic video, right? We literally didn't say a single thing on camera. This was all AI through CapCut. We had CapCut generate the captions for the most part. And then we had CapCut read the captions. And Cleo's in the video, and that probably helped, right? Because she's beautiful. But there wasn't much happening here, guys. So this is the easiest place for you to start, is with home tours. Number 1, home tours. I'm going to give you 6 pieces of content that you guys can start working on this week. The first one is home tours. Okay. And there's a couple different styles. This one, super simple, super basic. Doesn't require a lot of production. You just need someone to film you walking through the house. You walk through each room, you smile, you point, you wave. Done. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to get 5 million views, but this is the type of content. This video here was made back in 2022, and believe it or not, it still generates leads to this day. People still click the link in my bio. People still come into our system from this video. It's crazy. So number one, home tours. That's the first type of video you should be creating. I'm going to show you a couple different examples of home tours. So we've got that one up there, obviously. We've got this one here, which was kind of a newer video. So pretty simple, right? I had a good hook. I actually spoke during this video. There's a little bit more editing, I would say. And this video has generated 2 direct message conversations amongst my sphere of influence asking me about this 100K and how they could use it, right? Which is the whole point. We don't really care about the views. The views don't matter as much as the conversations matter for us. So that's one style. Here's a newer video. We got a little bit more creative with this one. It did pretty well. I mean, we're not seeing millions of views, but this is all about generating conversations. And this video has generated at least one so far, and it's a brand new video. So these are just different styles of home tour videos. Honestly, having to teach this webinar to you guys, I've realized I think I need to go back to this style. I mean, this was something we did in 2022, and it was video after video after video after video. If you feel like scrolling through my Instagram and you go back far enough through mine and through Royal Realty's, you'll see we have multiple videos that hit 1 million, 1,000,005, 2 million. This one hit 5 million. We've got multiple videos in the 100,000 range with this same exact style. So home tours is number one. The next one is the one that I showed you guys a little bit ago, and it was the client wins. So client wins and client POVs, right? Like your buyer POV, your seller POV, your client closing day. These type of videos, remember, people work with people they know, they like, and they trust. And so this will give you instant credibility. When you close on a deal, make something like this. Let me show you guys the video real quick. This generated 3 direct messages, and we're working with, at least 2 of those people on making a purchase. So check this out. I'm pretty sure this guy had to clean up confetti out of his front yard for like 2 weeks after that. Not sure if you guys are able to see that. It seems to be kicking me out of we are only seeing you. I'm not sure what's happening here. How about now? Hopefully you guys can see me. So anyways, long story short, this video was a client win. So you've got 2 types of videos so far that I've given you guys. It's home tours, which are these basic ones. And you've got client wins and client POVs, like this one here that generated DMs, right? People know you, like you, and trust you when they see stuff like this. The next one, so if you're taking notes, home tours, client wins, and then the next one is breaking news. Breaking news is huge. If you guys want to go viral, you want to get the views, you want to give your followers something they want to see, breaking news is the type of videos that will generate you huge numbers. Here's a video that I did in Lake Nona, and there was a wildfire that broke out. We had a really dry spell back in the beginning of the year, and super simple. I just took a video of me going like, pointing up. I used a green screen effect. Somebody had sent me a video that lived nearby. I took that video and then just put me over top of it and did a voiceover. I got the script from ChatGPT. So breaking news. So let's take a look. I took a screenshot of the St. Cloud Fire Department's Facebook post about it. So I think you guys get the gist, right? I've got some other ones where I covered hurricanes. I've been covering hurricanes for the last 10 years, but nobody noticed until this year. But it took off, right? So we had millions and millions. Anyways, so breaking news, right? I took the articles from online, I plugged them into ChatGPT, I got a script, and I put the script in a teleprompter app. I used CapCut as a green screen. This is the kind of stuff we're going to get into. If it sounds like a lot, we're going to get into this in detail on Thursday and Friday. But today it's just beginner's class, right? So we've got the home tours, we've got the client wins, we've got breaking news type of videos. And then the next one that I want to give you guys is funny videos that you can recreate. So if you're online, if you're on TikTok, you're scrolling through Instagram, you're probably seeing stuff that you think is good, you think it's funny. Save it and try to recreate it. This video had, I think, I want to say like 1.5 million views. So yeah, that was not our original idea. I saw somebody else create this video. I'm like, let's do that. You know, it's perfect for us. We're in Florida. It's super hot outside. This would be perfect. We did it. It worked. You can do the same thing. You don't have to be original every single time. You know, occasionally you can take other people's ideas and make it your own. Take something you like and R&D it. So you've got the funny videos that you can recreate. And then let me show you this last two here. Share screen. So if you're taking notes, we've got home tours, client wins, breaking news, funny videos that you can recreate. And then I want to show you guys, I have an issue with screen share here. Hold on one second. Share entire screen. Okay. Now, if you guys hopefully can see my screen, another super easy type of video, if you've got a little bit of money, it does cost, you know, somewhere between $25 to $50 a video. You can use ChatGPT to create scripts, send those scripts to an editor that you find on Fiverr or Upwork, and they will pump out videos like this for you. I think this video broke, I want to say 2 million. So this video broke 2 million, this video million, this video like 5 million or something crazy, another million. So the idea is that we're using general relevant content. General relevant content. So notice this video was technically about real estate, right? In Florida, which is very relevant to us as realtors. Now you can also talk about interesting facts. You can talk about things like, you know, relevant to real estate, relevant to Florida. I really like these types of videos. They go viral. If you've got, you know, $50 to spend a week, I would pump one of these out every week or so, or at least every month. This is the type of video that gets you a lot of views Very easy, very minimal effort. All you got to do is have ChatGPT create you the script, and then boom. Now, last but not least, I'm going to tee you guys up for Friday. So if you notice in Friday's overview, say editing and cheat codes, you might be thinking, what do you mean cheat codes? What do you mean cheat codes? Well, we've got videos like this, right? This video, I think, has 13 million views. It's one of my most famous videos. 13 million views. And many of you probably haven't even seen it because I posted it on Trial Reels. 13 million views. So I was scrolling through TikTok. I saw this video that someone had took of Elon Musk's Tesla event. And I went, wow, that seems like it's really interesting. Let me copy this video and put it on my Instagram. So for the next category, the last category, I want you guys to write RND Snaptik, SNAPTIK. I'm going to get into the details on this on Friday's class, on Friday's webinar. But you can take other people's content, you can repurpose it, and you can DJ it. I like to call it DJing content. So let me just show you what this video looks like. So the person that posted this video on TikTok didn't have music and they didn't have captions up here. So I added those two things. All right, so basically 20 people get out of this little bus. And, I knew the video was going to do good because it was already doing good on TikTok. So I grabbed it, I R&D'd it, I mixed it up a little bit. And you got to be careful with this technique. So that's why, you guys make sure you're on Friday's class when I talk about it. But it has the opportunity to really boost your page. 13 million views just from this video alone. So if you were paying attention, you were writing notes down, content that wins. We've got home tours, client wins, breaking news, funny videos that you recreate, general relevant content like Florida facts or Florida statistics, and you've got R&D Snaptik. So with that being said, I want to open it up to some questions. Does anybody have any questions? I got somebody requested to speak. Isa, go ahead. We can hear you. Okay. Or write it in the chat, whatever questions you guys have. Also, want to give you guys a little bit of homework before we cut out here. So remember, today was a beginner class. I was going over the basics. A lot of us are just getting started, right? I see 2, I see 4, I see 6, right? That's somewhere in the middle. We got 7. So today's class is for beginners, really, mostly. But I hope that even if some of you were on here and you saw something you liked, you start to recreate those type of videos. We know that those are the type of videos that win in today's market, that generate conversations, and get lots of views. So your guys' homework, I challenge you guys this week to shoot a video walkthrough of a home, like do a home tour. And then I also challenge you to cover a breaking news topic. Cover a breaking news topic this week. You can get news from Google Alerts. You can get news from TikTok or Instagram. You can type in, Florida news, real estate news, find something very recent. Now that you guys know what to shoot, on Thursday, we're going to be going over the tech stack, the different types of software that we use to edit content and how we edit content. So it's going to be a really good class. It's going to be a little bit more in depth. You guys can rewatch this one if you need to, or you can go to my page and look at some of that content that did really well. Again, let's make sure that we get a home tour type of video. And then let's make sure we get something where we're covering breaking news. I promise you guys, you do these two things, I bet you they'll be your best videos so far. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to wait here for a few minutes. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm here to answer some questions. I'll be sitting here for the next 2 to 3 minutes. If you got no questions, have a great day. Thank you for joining. We'll see you on social. All right, guys. Have a great Monday.